Look, what if I told you that 90+% of you are not members? You're watchers, but you're not members. If you like the videos I put out, click the subscribe button. I'd like to see more of you guys become members of my unique club. Alright, now you see why I planted that thing at an angle. Because it's going to do this every time a system comes in from now, October, until next spring. You good girl? All right, Mousers. Yeah, I'll tell you what. In this life, I've about had it with passwords. Usually there's an empty spot on either side of me, but maybe because it's camping season. Alright, this thing's been sitting a month. I got a low tire right there. See a low tire? That sucker's dead flat. So let's get the compressor on that. Oh, I put everything in the back. That's right. I keep this crate. Maybe I'll leave it back here now, but I keep it in the right behind my driver's seat. I'll keep it here, but the fittings. I keep these fittings in here when I'm airing up the airbags. I'll just leave those in there. Turn the thing on, you set the pressure and walk away. We're gonna put it at, it's gonna put it at 40 because it'll take a long time. When I get up there, we'll get it figured out. Alright, well, I swap these batteries out all the time. I keep one on a charger at my house, and this thing just died at 20 pounds. I'm just going to go for it. It'll be fine. There's no weight on it. As long as it doesn't get any more flat than this. Luckily, it's a cold day. Heat is what you're worried about. Tire loses air pressure, friction increases, creates heat, it blows up. And the customer, all he knows is, that tire just blew! Any tire guy knows. My tire just blew. That's what we all hear. It just blew. I just had a customer get a hold of me from Tennessee. He moved to Tennessee and we sold him 6 tires just before he left. And he's all, the whole left side of my tires blew. The front and the 2 dualies in the rear. And I know what happened. He hit something on the road. He may not know that he hit something. But he lost air pressure all on one side and then they grenaded. I'm covering him. I'm sending him his money back because he's a great customer of mine. But that's the reality. Tires usually don't just blow anymore unless you're buying some weird Chinese stuff. My truck actually has a 400-watt plug right here. I could get an extra charger for that battery and just keep it plugged in all the time inside the truck behind my seat right here. So if you guys remember the videos about how I absolutely lucked out on this, the largest commercial automotive building in the town I'm in, I lucked out after waiting 20 years to try to get in there. Tried 2 other times to get in there. Lucked out and got it. Got it for almost half price of the smaller shop I was in before, and that was the offer back then. I got this one for half price. It's twice the size. And then just a year later, the neighboring building, the owner asked me if I wanted to buy it. I said no. I just bought this thing, and it took 10 years off my life trying to get that deal done. And he said, no, I'll make it real easy. You give me 10%, I'll carry you as long as you want. In fact, don't pay me for a long time. I don't want to pay taxes on that. And I'll give it to you at 7% for a commercial rate. That's really good. So I bought it. It's been over 2 years in my name now. And literally my plan was to make that another workable tire bay and tire storage, and then a small 600 square foot living space for my wife and I to come up and bring the kids up during winter and play in the snow and do those things. Maybe spend a day or 2 while I'm working up there during a snowstorm. I did a ton of work in the small living space.
And get tired of it is a kids race fights on them.
Fraud is
you know what? The fraud is little fraud here in Denver.
no, the fraud.
I had debated tearing these cabinets out or not. I'm glad I am. I can refresh all this, patch this rodent accent hole. The living space breaks down right now into 320 square feet, but there's an extra 300 plus available if I just build one wall. And that's the way it was before I got it, and the guy took it out. I don't know why. I could put it back and have 600 instead of 300. Well, the 300 square feet, I've worked my butt off. I've cleaned the entire thing. I've had floors done. Here's some video of a friend of mine doing the floors for me. They're absolutely gorgeous. The floors are done. Oh my gosh, what a difference. Last winter and fall, we had a really, really slow season. I hired 2 extra people because we can never get the work done in the winter. And I brought them in October, got them trained, ready for November and December and January and February snows. We didn't get any snow. By January, I've been paying these guys to be there for nothing. So one guy fired himself, and then another guy got a better job. So the building sat there. I didn't do any improvements. And then I got into the debacle with the containers, where the county was telling me I needed a permit. I filled everything out online. Their site crashed. Short version of the story. A few months went by, they gave me a violation. That's when the snooty lady came in, gave me the violation. I told her she needs to act more professional in my office. She got upset with me and split. And then I got rid of the bins. Just like, forget it. Let's just get rid of the 3 bins. And then I got another violation. saying I still had one illegal bin. Well, this was the oil shed that's 109 square feet. Their site says 120 square feet and under doesn't need to be permitted. So I wrote a letter and nothing ever happened. And then I got another notice. It says illegal modification of structure. And it was a picture of the oil shed, but on the side of the photo was the new building with the door I put in. And I'm like, oh no, they're on to me now for this. I'm like, I'm just selling the building. I'm done. It's been 2 years. We had a slow winter. I don't need the building. Just as I was on my way to Seattle, I called my realtor and said, we're putting this thing up for sale. He goes, okay, call me when you get back. Because I could come out of it ahead and pay off some debt. I could pay off my wife's Sequoia, I could pay off the CareX and a couple credit cards. And honestly, it would save us like 6 and 3 zeros a month in terms of the mortgage, insurance, car, side-by-side, credit cards. And that's a big cushion. That makes me feel good if we go into this winter slow, right? Last winter was a little sketchy. So before all of these considerations, we found out that my son, who we just visited, and his wife, they want to move back near us. It was spurred on by the reality of having a baby. They said, we don't want to raise our baby away from family. Sorry, I don't know what it is, man. I used to be tough, now I'm a baby. I just talk about family and... Okay, fast forward. All right, so they're having trouble finding a place to rent. I say all that to say this. While we were visiting and we're eating out to dinner, I'm like, why don't I just improve the 600 square feet and you guys come down and you rent it for me for like $1,000 less than you would pay anywhere else. So it helps me cover the mortgage. You get a cheaper place and you get time to find what you want. And you're local. You can go visit houses. You can go talk to people. We know a ton of people. He'll find something eventually. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put off abating all of those monthly payments and let him live there. I'm gonna improve the 600 square feet and more, make it comfortable, nice, clean living space for them and their baby, and then they can move down as soon as that's done. So that project starts this week. So that's the latest project. And yes, I am working on the trailer. I have lots of video of it. It's gonna be coming out real soon. All right, so the 320 square feet is on that side of the wall. We're gonna arch this. This is 18 by 15. We're gonna turn this into a master bedroom / laundry area over there with utilities. We're gonna put the garage door at this corner. We're gonna wall that one off so the living room doesn't have the garage door in it. You can see where it's finished and unfinished all the way up. This was the room that existed when I bought the place, but during escrow, someone took it all out. We could have used this. This was also a door into another room, which is 12 by 12. And in the same fashion, you can see where that wall was. Now we tore this wall out all the way down. Here's where it was studded into the cement, because we were going to turn this whole thing into workspace. But now what we're going to do is we're going to improve the living space, 750 square feet, and make this a big closet / nursery room. And the wall will go here. So I'll still be able to come in and bring tire inventory. We're just going to turn this into a storage place for tire inventory. That's what we're going to do. So I'm about to build out all this stuff so my son can come down here and move. And this whole area all around here will be storage and garage. All right, I'm here in the 320 square foot section. And today's the day beginning to get cold at night, 30s and below. I'm hooking up this little oil heater that heats this place perfectly. Let's see, it's 67 in here now, it's midday, so it's gonna get cold tonight. And keeping that thing on low keeps this place like 72. I'm gonna go take some measurements now to know how much wood I gotta buy tomorrow to start framing. Well, we got out of there just in time, man. It started snowing as I put it in drive. And we're here at the recycling plant. We're trying to make the sketchy hairpin left. Of course, someone's always right on your bumper. Can't wait. Well, I haven't dumped tires in the rain in a long time, so I guess I'm gonna get a little bit wet. Thank you, dude. Ah, look at the rainbow right there. That's pretty cool, man. Just hit record. So we weigh, we dump, we weigh. So let's weigh. I'm gonna, oops. I'm gonna guess we're a little over 16,000 with everything. Oh. All right. My butt's 200, so it's 17.7 is what it's gonna be. That's because the tires are wet.
There's no way.
And that's why I made the gate higher than the bumper, because there's always a pile of tires here when you close the gate. I used to put this on my Dodge, but this thing's got aluminum body, but that keeps me from forgetting it. All right, let's see. Normally, light load's 4,800 pounds. A heavy load's 59. These were wet. Oh yeah, see? 6,300. That's a lot of water. How many different forms of religious beliefs are there in our world? Answer in one word.
4,000.
Out of the 4,000 systems of religious beliefs on Earth today, which one would you consider to be the most true and accurate based on three things? Based on fulfilled prophecies, the chronological order of archaeological events talked about in the Bible compared to finds on Earth today, and the manuscripts that are still in existence of the life of Jesus.
Based on fulfilled prophecies, like those in Isaiah about a suffering servant, mirrored in Jesus' life. Archaeological finds matching biblical events in order, like Jericho's walls or Hezekiah's tunnel, and thousands of New Testament manuscripts preserving Jesus' story better than any ancient text. I'd point to Christianity as the most aligned with truth.
Isn't that funny, asking AI about truth?
Yeah, it is a bit ironic.
So obviously right now, at least that opinion hasn't been molded into a prescribed answer. Oh, we got some moisture in the camera lens here. Uh-oh. It's about time for a new camera. So you use 1 ounce for every 10 gallons of that stuff, and it's been proven to improve fuel mileage, horsepower, longevity of pumps like my CP4 pump that I got to change one day. And don't ever use your PIN, ever. Call it a credit card, use your zip code. Now that is a big airplane. Wow, looks like it's going so slow.
Like and subscribe.